Hello and welcome to a new Star Wars video! My name is Larissa and they released some kind of thing for the last episode of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I believe it's not a trailer, I believe it's just a thing with multiple things from all the films. And first I didn't want to make a reaction to it, but then I saw a few pictures out of this video and I was like, ooh, that's pretty cool. It's only 2 minutes though, but Star Wars makes me quite emotional, so I want to react to it. It's Star Wars has just been such a big part of my life. I've been a fan since I was a child. So yeah, it's not a trailer we got yet, but it's something, and I'm very excited for this to see what it is. I have no idea yet, but I'm going to watch it now. So let's do that. Oh, Leia. This is me falling in love with Star Wars, these movies. Oh.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now.
I was like, it's only 2 minutes, so I don't know what it will be, but it will just be a short part of what we're gonna see or what we have seen. But what the hell? That was so beautiful. Holy shit. Just the moment it started, the moment with Luke, I immediately like got that feeling of when I first started watching Star Wars when I was about 8. And I just fell in love with those movies, and I kept thinking about it. I was such a Star Wars fan. When I was 10, I bought like my first lightsaber, and everyone at school thought that was weird. I was still in primary school. All those kids were just like, why the fuck would you buy a lightsaber from like 100 euros? And they just thought I was crazy, but Star Wars was just my life at that moment. And every time I see Leia, I mean, Carrie, I miss her so much. I'm so sad about that all. I mean, when I heard she passed, I was just in a depression for like 2 weeks. I had only been crying in bed. And that for an actress you never even know personally. That's just how much she meant to me and how much she still means to me. I mean, she was like my first favorite strong female character, and I was just obsessed with Leia and all of her scenes. Like that first scene where she's like talking to Darth Vader. I mean, it was always sort of one of my favorite scenes because it was just the first time we saw her. And every time I rewatched the movies, I was just always waiting for that moment. And to just get everything, to see everything together, like first the originals, then the prequels, and then the sequels. Well, yeah, the sequels, and then the new part. They gave us a lot of footage, I think, because I thought this wouldn't be like a trailer. It's not really like a trailer, but it still is actually, because we did get quite a lot to see, and I didn't expect that, so I'm quite happy about this video. I really didn't see that coming. From what I saw, this new movie, it it looks pretty cool until now. And I know the opinions are very different on this, but I really love The Last Jedi, and I just really think I'm going to love it because it looks so cool. But I really hope that for the people who didn't like The Last Jedi, that this will maybe make up for it, because of course everyone has his own opinions, and I just hope they also get to enjoy the end of Star Wars, and that it doesn't have to be ruined by a previous movie they didn't like. What the fuck, we saw Dark Rey, didn't we, at the end with the red lightsaber and that cape, that hood? Holy shit. I don't know what to think about this. I'm even more excited for this movie now. I was like, okay, the last part is coming out, the last Star Wars movie is coming out. I'm excited for it, but it's like the same with Game of Thrones. I was so nervous for the last season because you just know it's ended. And I just know that with Star Wars, it will be different, but it will be emotional, I think. I'm gonna tell you honest, when I was like 10, 11, 12, I always said, they're going to make 3 more Star Wars movies, I just know it. But everyone was like, no, they're not going to make 3 more Star Wars movies because, well, they kind of wrote them, but they weren't going to be made. And then when they announced that they were going to make those final 3 movies, I can't describe how happy I was then, because I just always wanted that. It was almost like my dream. And now we got those 3 movies and it's almost over, and it's just a bit surreal, I think. It's going to be emotional, and I just hope, yeah, they can close Leia's storyline good, because, yeah, of course they couldn't like record a lot anymore because she passed. And that was like the thing that got me most worried, because Leia's my favorite character, and I was just afraid that they couldn't close her story well, and I really hope they can. I really hope they will. I think that was my reaction. You know, that the thing with, you first saw the originals, and the originals are definitely my faves, and I think a lot of you agree with me. And I was just, it's like I got dragged back into that feeling of when I was a child watching those and like obsessing over them. And it just made me so happy. And I knew the prequels were coming after that, and I'm not like a big hater of the prequels, but let's just say they're not my favorites. They just don't give me that feeling the originals give me. And then like that part of the original stuff and the prequels came on, and I was like, fun, but I want more of the originals. I just recorded a 6-minute video, and I'm going to be honest, I talk more about this 2-minute video than I talked about like a 6 or 7-minute video. But yeah, it's fucking Star Wars. It's fucking amazing. The new movie, the old movies, everything together. I'm just hyped. And yeah, I hope you are too. Let me know what you thought of this video. It really made me happy. Like, I didn't expect to see this right now, but I'm just happy now. So let me know what you thought. Did you like my reaction? Then please leave a like, subscribe, and may the force be with you. Bye!